Good morning, everyone. Respected individuals on the stage, primary and secondary agents, all my dear fellow students. As all of you heard, my research journey starting from a small city in UP, I came to Mumbai, lots of aspirations. So the first lesson to begin with is you should have a goal and aspiration. When I came here, I enrolled in TMC college, which was a government college because of financial constraints. But over time, as my aspirations grew bolder and bigger, I came to Oxford English School, founded by Sri Ravindra Phatak sir. Here, I spent considerable amount of my schooling years, and I learned not just textbook reading, but also practical knowledge because of the elocution competitions or the essay writing competitions that I got opportunity to do here. Progressing from here, I secured a good rank in SSC board exam, which I think most of you will be giving this year. And then I went to the IISc college, which is a top college in Mumbai. There I pursued science. Now, most of you might ask, why science? Why not arts or commerce? And I think this question you will be also facing in the coming months. For me, it was very clear since my childhood that I'm very curious. I like asking questions, breaking things, and making things out of them. So it was innate, it was intrinsic for me to choose science. It also fueled a curiosity in me and also helped me make decisions that can make the world a better place. And that is what I'm currently doing. After completing my HSC from IISc College, I gave this exam called KEPY, which stands for Kishore Vaidyanik Protsahan Yojana. This goes on to show that it is very important, not just from your personal aspiration point of view, but also from a systemic point of view, that the government should promote science education in India. So Kishore Vaidyanik Protsahan Yojana was a program started recently, not very long ago, to promote young talents to take up science research. And I cracked this exam with all India rank 1, thankfully because of my mentors and their support. And then I went to pursue research in India's #1 research institute, Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. There, I got lots of opportunities to explore, not just physics, but also biology, chemistry, mathematics, computer science, and lots of engineering disciplines. And that shaped into what I am today. So that goes on to show that you just have to have a goal, then you have to pursue it with hard work, perseverance, taking guidance from your mentors. And finally, you should also have knowledge of different fields, not just of your particular domain. So usually people say that sometimes when we specialize in something, we have a very tunnel vision, very narrow-minded vision. And that is not good in current scenario, as I will explain in my talk later. So there I got exposure to a lot of different fields, and then I specialized in biology, but I also had strength coming from mathematics, physics, and chemistry. So that led to me doing different internships in Australia. I went to do research in our immune system. So you might have heard about there are immune cells. During the COVID crisis, people were facing serious issues in their immune system. So how does that work? That question I tackled in Australia. Then you also might have heard about climate change. The global heat is going up. There are heat stress across Europe. So how does that affect us? And in the long term, how did that adversely affect our lives? That I studied in Switzerland using some microorganisms called as Pseudomonas proteae. After coming from there, I had a clear vision what I need to pursue further, and I did my thesis in cancer biology, where I used not just experimental system but also computation. So again, that goes back to the thing that I learned in my previous years regarding computation, mathematics, and physics. Because biology is not just a rote learning subject, it also requires application of other fields. So it's an interdisciplinary subject. And that helped me come where I'm currently, specializing in bioinformatics and computational biology. And now currently I'll be taking on new challenges in cancer research where I will be identifying molecules that can help us detect cancer before it becomes a challenge for a person's life. So that is my vision currently. And I hope my journey inspires some of you at least to take up science as a career because it is not going to impact only your life, but it is going to impact the lives of people around you and the whole world as well. So thank you very much for your time and I hope you